Breaking news in Barcelona tonight, where police have killed 5 suspects just hours after a terrorist attack at a popular tourist destination.
A possible tornado touches down in Michigan. Where it happened and what the National Weather Service is saying about this video tonight.
We're not living in that property.
It doesn't matter. You own it. You're responsible for it.
Tonight, Help Me Hank confronts a property owner whose rental house is allegedly making the tenants sick.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
But topping our news tonight, the Barcelona terrorist attack. New information just in since 6 o'clock.
Police in Spain shot and killed 5 suspects in a town just south of Barcelona. They're calling it a response to a terrorist attack. And it comes 8 hours after a van swerved through a pedestrian walkway in the downtown area, killing 13 people and injuring more than 100. Jermont Terry live in the newsroom tonight with the new developments. Jermont?
Kimberly, the latest tonight, ISIS is claiming responsibility for this act of terror. And in Spain, the sun is about to come up and the death toll, unfortunately, continues to go up. Police and emergency crews rushed the Catalonian capital. The popular pedestrian walk is known for its restaurants and shops. Thursday, it was packed with tourists. That's when witnesses described seeing a white van speeding and turning right in the direction of people.
It sounded like whoever was driving was flooring it and going as fast as they could in kind of a zigzag motion.
All of a sudden, there was this tidal wave of people running towards us, and they were hysterical.
The injuries serious. By the time investigators started searching for the terrorists, dozens of people were on the ground, victims of the ferocious attack. One witness just jumped out of the van's path.
The van came to a halt next to me. I was directly alongside it when it stopped, and then I was obviously still on my skateboard, so I was still moving, and then I jumped off and picked it up and started running. I didn't turn around and look behind me.
Originally, police took 2 into custody, but it was determined neither was driving the van. Hours after the original mayhem, an explosion went off outside of Barcelona. ISIS is claiming responsibility for the attacks, but there's no proof. Police later raided the town south of Barcelona, where they killed 5 people in a separate but related incident. In a tweet, President Trump denounced the terrorist act. Vice President Pence reiterated the message.
And as the president said earlier today, the United States condemns this terror attack, and we will do whatever is necessary to help.
And tonight, there's no word if any of the victims are Americans. Live in the newsroom tonight, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
Okay, Jermont, and we'll continue to follow any new developments overnight and bring them to you on clickondetroit.com and first thing on Local 4 News today, starting at 4:30 a.m.
Well, check this out. A possible tornado touches down in Tuscola County tonight. Here's the video from the village of Kingston, and you can see it trying to form there. Ben has been tracking it as it moved through, and there's no confirmed tornado, but the National Weather Service looking at that video tonight?
Yeah, and when you watch the entire video, it clearly forms at least twice. There is damage up there, so something significantly happened. There's also some, you can hear on the audio of that video, those wind speeds definitely picked up. You can see the 3 reports of these possible tornadoes. They had a trailer that was flipped over, metal shingles torn from a roof. We're going to show you the actual wind field here. This is from 4 Live radar. Not a real strong rotation signal, but you can see that couplet sort of move through Sanilac County. They did post a tornado warning for about 45 minutes for that part of Sanilac County, but those areas of damage were the only ones that we saw. And as of right now, there's not a whole lot to look at on 4 Live radar. A couple showers out here to the west, which should fade as they advance to the east. Otherwise, it's still going to be muggy in the morning, even though humidity levels have dropped a little bit. Cold front comes through tonight. Still a lot of clouds around tomorrow and cooler. We'll look at that, plus your weekend forecast, and of course, Eclipse Day is just around the corner. More on that straight ahead. Kim?
A Dearborn doctor and an employee expected in court tomorrow after a raid at their office. Michigan State Police stormed into the Dearborn Medical Clinic today on Warren, east of Greenfield. Investigators say Dr. Mohammed Durrani was practically handing out prescriptions for opioids. MSP records show 500,000 pills were prescribed out of his office since January. Investigators believe half were likely sold on the streets. Most of them were oxycodone. MSP also raided the doctor's West Bloomfield home, where they found cash and prescription pads.
Tonight, another community gathering to stand in solidarity with Charlottesville. Groups held a vigil at the Grosse Pointe War Memorial. They say they are showing support for Charlottesville, also the African American, Jewish, and Muslim communities, and all victims of hate. The group says it's important for Americans to stand together for liberty, justice, and equality. Michigan State University has denied a request from a white supremacist group to hold an event on campus. The group is headed by Richard Spencer, who was set to be the keynote speaker in Charlottesville before things got out of hand there. The university says the request was denied because of concerns about public safety in the wake of that violence in Virginia last weekend.
First Congregational Church has stood on Woodward for more than 123 years.
Today's heavy rains, though, have taken a toll on the Church of the Seven Arches. A piece of that facade came crashing down.
Mara McDonald is live in Midtown tonight. Mara, was anybody hurt in all this?
Kimberly, somehow nobody was hurt, and it's amazing. Take a look. You can see that they have put up a plywood fence around the entire front of the church simply because it is a safety issue. But take a look over the fence. I want to show you what the damage is. Those rains forced part of the facade here, which has watched over this section of Woodward for 123 years, to come crashing down. Its Byzantine and Romanesque exterior has always made First Congregational stand out along Woodward. But how many of us have driven by not having any idea about the jewel that's inside?
I just thank God that nobody got hurt or injured in this process.
The church's dynamo of a pastor lives in the real world. An MBA, her weekday job is at General Motors. She uses her doctorate in divinity here on the weekends to lead this historic congregation. This church's members were active in the Underground Railroad. The church has an interactive experience in the attached museum documenting a slave's journey from the South through to Detroit. The Congregationalist Church is an offshoot of this country's Puritan settlers.
One of the things we say at this church is God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. So, you know, this is a trial, this is a setback, but you know what? This is going to be taken care of.
But the pressures of maintaining a more than 100-year-old building are constant and expensive. The facade is only the latest challenge, and the church has a whole slew of events, including a wedding set for this weekend.
I want to make sure that anyone that may be watching knows that we will make sure that the events that are scheduled this week will be very successful. We will make sure, especially for our wedding and our underground tour guests and our worship on Sunday, everything is a go.
Back here live, clearly the bride isn't going to be able to have her pictures on the front steps of this church. Her guests aren't going to be able to get in here either. Dr. Cindy is trying to figure out other alternate ways to get people in and out of this church. She's wondering if maybe there is a valet company that could help them out on Saturday and, you know, get people in and out of here. It is an amazing church with amazing history, and if you would like to learn more about it, all you got to do is head over to clickondetroit.com. We're live in Midtown. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. Rick Wershey is ready to serve his time in Florida. Today, he waived an extradition hearing, paving the way to move him to the Sunshine State to serve his sentence. The former drug kingpin owes time there for his involvement in a stolen car ring while he was behind bars in Michigan. He was recently granted parole after serving nearly 30 years in prison. No word on how much time he'll serve in Florida. Scam artists are always coming up with high-tech ways to steal your money, but there's a rather simple way to know where they're lurking.
Yeah, see how your smartphone could help avoid ATM and gas station skimmers. Also tonight, a pawn shop heist makes the robbers even more dangerous than when they first broke in. We'll show you what they took. Hank?
A rental home filled with dangerous black mold making the tenants sick.
According to the test results that I recently got, he said that this is highly toxic.
Now I tracked down the owner of the property, the confrontation, and the story you have to see right after the break.
A mold danger, a rental home riddled with it.
It feels like your chest is on fire.
And a tenant who says he's trapped. He can't live in this dangerous rental, yet his landlord is still demanding cash.
This tenant has not been treated fairly. This tenant has been treated horribly, and somebody needs to be held responsible.
And tonight, Help Me Hank tracks down the owner of that rental home.
And also works to get help for the tenant who is now suffering serious health problems because of this mold.
A rental home nightmare and a property owner that was hard to track down until we got involved.
Hi, Antoine?
I've been looking for this guy, and he knows it.
Antoine?
Antoine Dubiclard is the owner of this rental home in Clawson, and in a moment you'll see our exchange. Right now, meet Sean Freeman.
According to the test results that I recently got, he said that this is highly toxic.
Sean and his father are renting this home on Tacoma Street in Clawson, and earlier this year, both started feeling sick.
Congested, real high.
Sean noticed what he thought was black mold behind the bathroom vanity. He called the property manager right away.
But what have they done?
Excuses.
Sean then hired a mold expert to test the rental, and the results were shocking. High levels of dangerous black mold in several parts of the home.
Have they been trying to work with you at all?
No.
After we aired this report and contacted the property manager on the phone, we were told this problem would be fixed. The property manager paid for Sean and his family to stay at a motel. They hired a crew to clean the mold. The problem? When Sean moved back in, his symptoms got worse. A new mold test by an independent expert revealed that the mold levels were now off the charts. It got so bad, the city moved in. Determining the home is a big danger. Sean had to move. Everything he owned inside contaminated. But get this, his landlord was still demanding roughly $2,000 in rent, payment for the months when Sean was living in the toxic rental.
If they've determined, and they can determine, that the property that was rented isn't habitable or isn't suitable, then they are not under an obligation to pay the rent.
Neil Rockine is a Local 4 legal expert.
The tenant is not left without rights in this case.
Yet Sean was being pressured to pay up, so I went to find the owner, this guy, Antoine. He ignored my calls and thought on this day he was going to walk right by me.
Why are you allowing this to happen?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the property in Tacoma.
What exactly are we talking about?
The mold?
What mold?
You're not aware of the mold?
My understanding is there was a spot about this big that was in the kitchen.
No.
Okay.
You know the situation with the mold.
Antoine says he was out of the country when these problems were revealed, and he wasn't aware how big the problem had become. He also apparently was not aware his home was a danger.
It's right out front of the home.
When was this done?
Big no. 2 weeks ago.
Now it's time to give Sean something he's been waiting months for, a chance to speak with Antoine on the phone.
I'd like to talk to this tenant to understand what's going on. I have not seen this latest report you're talking about.
Let's call him right now.
You know what? Unfortunately, I've got a lunch meeting I got to get to.
No, I think this is important.
Fine. Okay,
You're the owner of this property.
You're right. Let's take care of it.
Our symptoms are getting worse.
As of right now, though, he's being told by your property manager he has to pay the rent.
So I wasn't aware of the city notice. So I'll look into that. You know, that's one thing I wasn't aware of. The second piece of it is obviously for the time that you're not able to live in the house for these reasons, you shouldn't be charged rent for that. That's obvious to me. Okay.
This tenant has been treated horribly, and somebody needs to be held responsible. It's just not fair.
And remember, if you're a tenant like Sean in a bad situation, you do have legal rights. I should tell you that Sean will not have to pay rent for the months that he was living in that dangerous home, and his security deposit will be returned. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank.
Well, I hope
good
so.
news,
He was out of breath trying to get away from Hank.
He was, Hank, getting to the bottom of it for
Mistake
sure.
number one.
Here's a look at what I'm working on for tomorrow night.
Ready, set, go!
Hey, you better be ready. He's going to gun it at you. Wind's blowing, the sun's out. Awesome day for football.
Friday night on the football field. Young wide receivers, running backs, and of course, quarterbacks.
Touchdown, Joey!
Players getting a life lesson, sharing their love of the sport, and making memories.
We get a lot more out of it than the kids do.
Meet the surprisingly young inspiration behind it all tomorrow at 11.
The rain stayed away long enough for the first night of Greek Fest in St. Clair Shores. Lots of music, dancing, and of course, lots of food. Greek Fest runs through Sunday, and I bet that grill did a little to heat it up even more out there tonight.
I can smell it right now. It looks so good.
Go for a little baklava right now.
Always.
Yeah, that rain did roll in here. We needed the rain. Most of us escaped the severe weather, except for folks up there in Tuscola and western Sanilac County, where that potential tornado rolled through and did some damage. And it wasn't much on the radar. You can see that storm marching through between about 8:30 and 9:30. Behind that, there's not a whole lot more to look at. We've got a few showers back here in the western and central portions of the state. Those should start weakening as they move to the east, and generally will be partly cloudy through the night tonight. We got this very interesting shot here on storm pins. This was from the Armada Fair. You saw this very ominous looking cloud, and all these people could care less. I don't know what they're watching, but it's, I guess, very entertaining. They're really not concerned about that. But appreciate that shot on storm pins. We've got upper 70s here at City Airport. Most locations are in the mid 70s right now. Some low 70s up here in Sandusky. Ironically, this is a lot like what we're going to see for high temperatures tomorrow. We'll break that down in just a minute in your 4-zone forecast. Still muggy out there. This is an improvement, believe it or not, over the humidity levels that we were seeing earlier today. They've gone from the mid 70s in some locations, generally down to the upper 60s in most of southeast Michigan. So again, overnight tonight, not a whole lot to look at. There's just the slightest chance of a sprinkle tomorrow. Generally, it's going to be a lot of clouds, a brisk west wind, and lower humidity by the end. And then once we get into Saturday, there will be some showers and thunderstorms returning, mainly in our metro and south zone. I know that's not good news for the dream cruise. But it's a small portion of the weekend. Most of Saturday and Sunday is going to be looking dry, especially as we get into Sunday. Let's fast forward to Monday, of course, eclipse day, and it looks like we're still watching for the potential of thunderstorms here on the Carolina coast. Maybe some low clouds right on the Oregon coast, but in between, mix of sun and clouds and more sunshine here in the central portion of the country, including here in Metro Detroit, where we've got one of the best vantage points, at least for sky conditions, in the 48 states. And of course, we've got you covered from Oregon to Carolina with live reports all day Monday, really starting as soon as Sunday night on this great American eclipse. 69 tonight with partly cloudy skies and that humidity still around. Will be decreasing through the night and continue to drop as we get into tomorrow. But cooler than average highs, upper 70s here in our metro zone, 78 in Detroit. South zone temperatures tomorrow, generally mid 70s with all the cloud cover we're expecting on the backside of that front that's crossing through tonight. Anywhere between 73 in Howell and 76 in Canton for our west zone. And some spots in our north zone probably going to top out right around 70 degrees up there in Sanilac County. Otherwise, 7-day forecast does get warmer quickly as we head towards the end of the weekend. 80 there with those scattered thunder showers on Saturday. Sunday looking dry with mostly sunny skies, and we're going to be close to 90 in spots. Woo. As everybody's going to be skipping work to go outside and look at the eclipse on Monday.
That storm pins pick, wow, that was almost as ominous as the potential tornado.
I know, and nobody seemed to care.
That's right. They were having fun out there, whatever they were doing.
All right, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
A Detroit woman pulled over, and she has a lot to say about what the officer did when he noticed what was going on in her back seat. Her story coming up next.
And be on the lookout without looking what local departments need your help in getting flashers off the street. That's next.
The local for.
Police in Livingston and Oakland counties are looking for flashers. In Green Oak Township, a man exposed himself to a 15-year-old girl at the Island Lake Recreation Area. And on Kings Point Drive in Troy, 2 women were flashed by a man who pretended to need directions.
A Palestinian activist from Chicago who's lived in the U.S. for 22 years will be deported. Today, a Detroit judge found Razmi O'Day lied about her criminal past on her citizenship application, obtaining her U.S. citizenship illegally. O'Day had been arrested and sentenced to life in prison in Israel for a bombing that killed 2 Israeli students 40 years ago.
A long-standing Red Wings tradition lives on despite the change of venue. Little Caesars Arena has already been christened with the first octopus thrown on the ice, and there it is. And of course, once that happens, you know what goes on. Al Sabatka, he's there doing what he does, scooping it and whooping it. A random act of kindness by a Detroit police officer has one woman praising the department.
Shantae Moore says yesterday an officer pulled her over for speeding, and when he looked in the back seat, he noticed that her 3-year-old daughter was not in a car seat. Well, instead of giving her a ticket, the officer gave her information on a program that helps those in need. Then today, the officer from the 8th Precinct showed up with a brand new booster seat.
Actually, Officer Earl and another officer came to my door, and they dropped the booster seat off. It was brand new in the box, and she couldn't do nothing but go ahead and tear the box wide open.
A great act of kindness there. Moore says she's grateful for the officer's kindness during her hard times.
An Atlanta pawn shop robbery is not usually big news except when it's an arsenal that's stolen. Surveillance shows a group of masked men break in and clean out 66 guns. This isn't new for this pawn shop either. Last year, thieves drove a car right into the business.
We keep hearing about crooks planting skimmer devices on ATMs and gas pumps, but there could be an easy way to keep yourself safe. According to investigators in Texas, you can check for skimmers with your phone's Bluetooth. They say go to your phone's settings and activate Bluetooth. If you see a long string of numbers and letters appear, it could mean a skimmer is nearby. If that happens, don't use your debit or credit card. Instead, contact police. Everybody's got their phones out now. Are you checking to see?
Somebody's a skimmer.
Bernie's a skimmer.
Skimmer over here. Big game in the Little League tonight.
Big game in the Little League, absolutely, yes. But, you know, it's a double elimination, so don't get bummed out that Grosse Pointe lost. We got highlights for you.